Now from Global Calgary, News Final with Jamie Dahl.
Good evening. A severe storm slamming our city tonight, damaging hail and torrents of rain coming down in several parts of Calgary. This is what it looked like just outside our global studio just moments ago. The hail starting to come down about half an hour ago. So loud we had to yell to hear each other here inside, and many residents calling us tonight saying the exact same thing. Of course, everyone worried about damages. We know there are some smashed windshields and dents in bodywork, but we won't know the full extent until the morning when the sun rises. Now, these images captured just before the worst hit, the beginnings of a storm lighting up the dark sky. And then, of course, came the hail. This picture sent in from Kathy, who lives in Arbor Lake. And another one from Angelo in the Hamptons. And another in Sherwood from Wendy. Tough to tell which one is the golf ball. Susie Burge has been tracking the system for us all night. And Susie, Environment Canada says some of the hail is actually larger than golf ball size.
Yes, they've had reports, although I don't know specifically. Environment Canada has admitted that some of the hail was larger. This is what I have in my hand. This is hail right now. Tim was kind enough from here in the studio to brave outside and go and get some of that hail, and there is a whole bucket of it. It's going to be slippery if you're going to drive through areas with hail. The city of Calgary still under a warning, and that includes as well Okotoks, De Winton, Bragg Creek, Tsutsuna Reserve, Blackie and Chestermere. Under a watch this hour includes Strathmore, Vulcan, Brooks. They continue to be under a watch. North of Calgary, in through Airdrie, Cochrane, Olds, Sundre, they all remain under a watch this hour. This really is the biggest storm. It's moving to the southeast at 25 kilometers an hour. I've been watching it develop for, would you believe it, for the last 6 or 7 hours, and it's still packing quite a punch. Jamie, I'll update you on where the storm continues to go and what's ahead in our forecast when I return.
Okay, thanks so much, Susie.
You're welcome.
A 27-year-old man facing a long list of charges, including impaired driving causing death following a horrific crash this morning. A woman was killed after the man's car allegedly plowed into the truck she was in. As Sarah often reports, the tragedy is hitting too close to home for some.
In an instant, a woman is dead and many other lives are forever changed.
Witnesses say they saw the Mercedes traveling westbound on Bow Trail at a very high rate of speed. It entered the intersection at Sarcee Trail on a red light and hit the pickup head-on.
Both occupants of the pickup were thrown. The 38-year-old female passenger died immediately. The 50-year-old man driving suffered serious but non-life-threatening injuries. The crash so traumatic, a witness was also taken to hospital.
Troublesome and scary event to see that not many people see at all, really. But again, it does happen, as we are all well aware. And again, that person was comforted and in the care of EMS and again transported to hospital for precautionary reasons.
Police say the 27-year-old man driving the Mercedes showed significant signs of impairment. The news draws advocates against drunk driving to a familiar scene.
The disbelief, the horror.
Tracy Franklin lost her daughter to a drunk driver 9 years ago.
Puts me back to, you know, where this family is going to go and or where their journey is beginning. And, you know, it's just devastating.
Reconstructing the tragic set of events takes time too. Police shut down the intersection for nearly 10 hours.
We want to make sure that we do a thorough job on behalf of the deceased and also for the family of the deceased. They're going to have questions. That's why we do what we do, so we can answer some of those questions for them.
The family of the deceased has been notified. A sudden death can leave behind unimaginable pain.
It's a long journey that you never fully recover from.
Sarah Offen, Global News.
A 27-year-old Calgary man has been charged with impaired driving causing death, impaired driving causing bodily harm, and refusing to provide a sample. Another serious collision today, claiming the life of a 19-year-old cyclist. Around 2:30 this morning on Highway 22X, a small car eastbound collided with a cyclist on Chaparral Boulevard that was crossing the highway. The male cyclist was taken to hospital in life-threatening condition, but died this afternoon in hospital. Investigators say They have ruled out alcohol as a factor in this crash, but are looking into whether insufficient lighting may have played a role. A British soldier is expected to make a full recovery following a terrifying fall skydiving this weekend. The 25-year-old was participating in a training exercise. It was his first ever jump. With more on what went wrong, here's Jeremy Hunka.
Nothing compares to the feeling the first time you let go. For these rookies, the thrill of falling 10,000 feet just can't be matched.
It's like being a bird. You got to fly. Everybody's dream, really. I don't know, it was awesome.
But Saturday evening, another jump ended quite differently. A 25-year-old British soldier was airlifted to hospital in critical condition after crash landing near Bicycle. It was the soldier's first ever jump from about 4,000 feet, part of his training for the British military.
It's very difficult. The staff here has a close relationship with the students that come, and to see one of them hurt is like seeing one of your friends get hurt. It's very unsettling.
Ian Flanagan says the parachute did open properly and believes the soldier made a critical error. He says he steered the parachute into a continuous turn and spiraled to the ground, breaking his femur and suffering significant trauma.
You mean like taking the steering wheel of your car, turning it to the right, and just keeping it turned.
It's the second time this season a jumper has broken a leg near Bicycle, but Flanagan and other longtime jumpers insist the sport is safe. Rookies are equipped with a radio to receive instructions and have altitude gauges and intensive training, but you can't completely mitigate the risk.
People know the risks when they sign up for it, that the possibility of injury is there, right? It can't hurt you, can't have fun, right? You know, it is a really safe sport, though.
So the vast majority will have a soft landing, and that thrill they were hoping for. Jeremy Hunka, Global News.
Tributes pouring in for a former Mountie killed in the line of duty. Peace officer Rod Lazenby is being remembered as a man with a big heart who could handle any task given to him. Carolyn Curry de Castillo has more.
The flags are lowered at the MD of Foothills office in High River following the murder of bylaw officer Rod Lazenby.
It's just a tragedy. It's a shock to all of us. Just dumbfounded by this occurrence. It just blows us away.
Lazenby was attending a dog complaint at an acreage near Pritis. Trevor Klaschinski, the man who lives at the residence, has now been charged with first-degree murder. Lazenby was severely wounded and is alleged to have been driven by Klaschinski to a Calgary police station. He died from his injuries. Jeff Carpenter worked with Lazenby on the Klaschinski file for months. Both men believed discussions with the accused were going well.
Something that we thought was going into a positive direction in terms of a positive conclusion. We thought we were getting some success, and so again, it just goes to this being quite a shock that it went down this road.
Tributes to Lazenby are coming in from his colleagues and from the Okotoks Oilers hockey team. A statement reads, Rod had a sincere love of people, especially children, and volunteered his time playing the role of the team's mascot.
His good nature, the way he came across to people, and just the way he carried himself. He was just such a positive person.
Before joining the MD of Foothills, Lazenby was an undercover RCMP homicide detective who posed as a mob boss in Ottawa. Colleagues described him as diplomatic and able to handle stressful, difficult situations. They say this senseless tragedy is a reminder of the risks all law enforcement officers face, that any call in any community can take an unexpected turn. Carolyn Curry de Castillo, Global News.
The Olympic torch has been put out in London. The 2012 Summer Games coming to a close. The highs and lows for Team Canada next.
This Global program is brought to you by SkyWest Condos. Exceptional value, exceptional price from only $154.9.
Here we are at Fairmont Hot Springs Resort, and this guest is about to put on a show. Magnificent. Perfect shuffle step. Oh, he has ripped that entry. That is postcard diving.
Need a flashlight? that's like no other flashlight in the world. The amazing new Blackfire Clamp Light, only at Home Hardware and Building Center locations. The Clamp Light clamps just about anywhere with a pivoting head that always points the right way. A brilliant white Cree LED bulb, even legs when clamping isn't necessary. Durable and guaranteed, the versatile Blackfire Clamp Light. Only at Home Hardware and Building Center locations. Homeowners helping homeowners.
Volkswagen, das Auto. When you can make a person smile when they taste the food that you cook, it does something to your heart. I think what people like most about the grill food is the taste. The flavor comes from that fire grill. The shrimp, the fresh fish, the steaks. It locks in the flavor, it seals in the juices so that when you put the fork, it just goes through it like butter. It's beautiful. I'm proud to be a grill master. I love food. My name is Charles Hempel. I'm a Red Lobster grill master and I see food differently.
When planning your financial future, which is the right way to go?
Our goal is to guide you in the right direction and keep you there.
I'm Rob Laidlaw.
And I'm Imran Mulji with Acumen Capital Partners.
We'll keep you on track every step of the way.
Well, it's officially over. The closing ceremony of the London Olympics was full of pageantry and music for Team Canada. These games were full of triumph and tragedy. So the choice for flag bearer makes perfect sense. Someone who experienced both during the games. Here's Alison Vushnik.
She inspired a nation. Christine Sinclair today honored with the privilege of carrying the Canadian flag at the closing ceremony. A fireworks farewell after a dynamic closing ceremony with a who's who of musical acts. Proudly carrying the Canadian flag, soccer captain Christine Sinclair. Canadian athletes enjoying the theatrical send-off to the London Games.
Crazy, right?
Earlier, Sinclair reflected on what she hopes her legacy will be.
Girls, realizing that they can reach their dreams.
Sinclair, an example of how these games were full of highs and lows for Canada. Those expected to medal falling short.
Definitely not the way I saw today playing out.
Followed by Weinberger.
And some new names getting on the podium. So how did Canada do overall? 18 medals total, 12 bronze, and 1 gold thanks to Rosie.
Of course, we would have liked more gold medals, and no one wants a gold medal more than every athlete out there competing. But, every athlete at these games had a story, and every medal has a story.
And coming on strong for Canada.
One of the heartbreakers was the men's 4x100 relay. Turning the corner, Jared Connaughton's foot touched the line, a lane violation. The worst part, Canada's name was up on the board as the bronze medal winner, and they started to celebrate.
Great team effort.
Then the team was disqualified.
Athletics can take you to the highest of highs and lowest of lows.
You see Smith very, very upset.
I'm really upset and I'm sorry for costing my teammates a medal.
It did turn a different way in the end that they would have liked, but they're really finding things to celebrate about that, and I think that speaks a lot to this Canadian team.
The Canadian Olympic Committee saying it's satisfied with 18 medals, but will review what went right and what went wrong, and how Team Canada can win more gold in the future. Looking beyond the podium, I'm Alison Vushnik.
It's 14 degrees and it looks like the hail has stopped. More on that weather story when we return.
CIBC introduces the first banking app designed specifically for iPad. CIBC, for what matters.
Alberta Cancer Foundation and Canadian Cancer Society present Cash and Cars and More Lottery.
This lottery helps support Albertans living with cancer, and it funds research. I'm living proof that your support can make a huge difference.
Order tickets online or call toll-free. 2 early bird prizes are for those who buy now. Win this Calgary house plus cash plus car and 4 other grand prizes.
You can help save lives.
Cash and Cars Lottery, beating cancer right here in Alberta.
Open up! Wrong again.
Hello, Mr. Robber. I am Alibaba. You look tired.
Yes, and I forgot the password.
Why don't you just try Red Bull?
Red Bull, open up!
No, Red Bull is the energy drink that revitalizes body and mind.
Ah! Open sesame!
Close sesame and change the password to Red Bull gives you wings.
Actually, Red Bull helps to temporarily restore mental alertness or wakefulness when experiencing fatigue or drowsiness.
What does having the fastest internet in Canada mean to you?
Try that for a minute. I'll give you an idea. Right, it's that you're going in the right direction. Watch it again.
Video conferencing to Nashville that's so fast,
That's it.
it's seamless.
We all pay taxes for seniors' health care.
And that's right and good.
But a few private companies take millions of that senior's money.
And just pocket it.
And that's not right.
And we need to stop them.
Please support the strikers on the picket lines.
And go to stoptheripoff.ca.
A message from the Alberta Union of Provincial Employees.
What a night. Wow, have things finally calmed down a little bit out there?
Well, it depends on where in the city you are. If you are in the northwest part of the city, it's already getting better. If you're in the southeast part of the city, the storm is still rolling through. It is that localized. It's incredible. Again, you can enjoy more pictures that Global viewers sent in of that hail. That looks like snow on the roads. You would almost think that was something like that, you need to bring out the snow plows. Truth is, it's just as slippery as snow, if not slipperier at times. So if you come across hail on the roads, winter driving conditions in the middle of August. 14 degrees is where we are right now. The winds from the east at 7, but they have been gusting as high as 44 kilometers an hour. The pressure now at 102.2, and we're still getting lots of flickering lightning out there, as you can see. The beauty of live TV. Our high temperature today made it to 24 degrees, but once that storm rolled through, we dropped down to 14 degrees. It just packed quite a punch. Here it is now, live image of where the storm continues to be. All the areas in red are the more severe areas of this storm. So if your community is near one of these patches of red, chances are you're seeing the same kind of hail that we had blow through the Global Studios and continues. Now this storm is moving to the southeast at 25 kilometers an hour. So Strathmore and Chestermere now under a warning. Other areas in Wheatland County under a severe thunderstorm watch. If this storm can hold the energy that it has had for the last 6 or 7 hours rolling off the foothills, then I do expect it to continue to be severe in nature for the next couple of hours. However, it could start to diminish very soon, and you might just end up with a little bit of a rumble of thunder and a little bit of rain, and that would be a lot better. The hail coming from this storm most likely has created a lot of property damage in its wake. Our high temperatures across the region today, as you can see, pretty consistent across the board. Here's what's happening with our weather, though. First of all, in through the eastern part of the country, one low pressure system has now moved out of the way. Another low pressure system moving into the Great Lakes. They're looking for more rain and more thunderstorms. We've had a couple of thunderstorms, as you know, roll off those foothills. They continue to diminish in areas north of us. There were 3 cells in particular that we were watching. Those 3 cells are now just rain. But here in the Calgary area, it continues to be a severe thunderstorm. The reason why: one low pressure system moving into northern Alberta combined with the upslope off of a high has created this kind of instability on the foothills. Now tomorrow, in advance of the next low, warm air advection. It's going to be warm and muggy tomorrow afternoon. Not full on sunshine, but certainly some of it. Then when this low moves into place come Tuesday, temperatures drop and we get rain, about 10 millimeters of rain. At this point, not looking for any thunderstorms. I think we could all have a bit of a break, even if you love thunderstorms. But here's how it looks through the Futurecast. As you can see, a little bit of cloud cover through Monday with some sunshine. There's the rain on Tuesday, and it looks like it'll be gone by Wednesday, but Wednesday will feel somewhat cooler. Quick look at the 7-day forecast then. Tomorrow, 28 degrees. Again, not full-on sunshine, but Tuesday, rain and cooler. Wednesday, sunny but cool. Thursday into Friday, all the way through to next weekend. Things once again heat up. They get humid one more time, and it gets a little unstable. That's a look at your week ahead. Jamie?
Susie, Brendan brought us a cup of hail here to enjoy, a frosty cup of hail. And Brendan just came from our global parking lot. You were assessing the damage. What did you see? Not good?
It doesn't look good, Jamie.
It doesn't.
No. It is ugly.
It is ugly.
There's
lots of damage.
A lot of calls coming up in the next few weeks.
Sure, we'll be covering that tomorrow for sure.
I don't even want to talk about golf. Look, it's so nice there. Everyone's happy. That's coming up.
Closed captioning of this global program is brought to you by Hootenanny at Heritage Park. Come and create historic memories with your family at Hootenanny.
Hey, honey.
Hey.
Looks good.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
Mini commercial for mini hunger. Tim Hortons Toasted Chicken Minis. Mini price, just $1.99.
For the day's top stories in tomorrow's weather forecast, turn to News Hour Final. And you can also brighten up your nights with the brilliant lights of Global Fest. Experience Calgary's diversity at the Global Fest One World Festival as all different traditions come together at Elliston Park. Witness breathtaking pyrotechnics as the Trico Homes International Fireworks Festival illuminates the night sky. Celebrate a world of difference at Global Fest 2012, Alberta's most explosive festival. And always wrap up your evening with Dallas Flex Hog and News Hour Final on Global Calgary.
Hey, Eddie. I bought your stuff.
You don't have to do
Yes,
this.
I do.
I want you to keep this.
It'd be weird. Take care.
You too.
So how did it go?
He's upset.
Spend less time at gas stations with best-in-class fuel economy. It's our most innovative Ultimate ever.
Hey, where were you?
I was at Tim's.
Mini commercial for mini hunger. Tim Hortons Toasted Chicken Minis. Mini price, just $1.99.
For a great way to keep food fresh, use the Vacuum Store vacuum storage system, only at Home Hardware and Home Hardware Building Center. This easy-to-use system works without batteries or electricity. The food-grade reusable plastic bags are perfect for the freezer or the fridge. Reheat in the microwave. Easy to clean, the Vacuum Store is also easy to store, unlike large and expensive vacuum products. The Vacuum Store, just $19.97, only at Home Hardware and Home Hardware Building Center. Homeowners helping homeowners.
Add a little deal to your day with a Tim Hortons coffee and strudel. Available in apple or strawberry cheese. The coffee and strudel deal, only $1.49.
We'll play games, see if the hail, a cup of it, can make it through the entire show under these broadcast lights. I'll update it at the end of sports. Just like that, though, it's over. Not the hailstorm. The Olympics. How will we waste our time now in front of the TV? An entire day was gone most of the time for me as soon as he sat down. Despite the fact our nation felt more than its fair share of Olympic heartbreak, Canadian athletes were inspiring, and we should be proud of their efforts we witnessed over the last 2+ weeks. In the end, though, we did fall short of our goal of a top 12 finish at the Olympics. 13th place, 18 medals, just the one goal. But some incredibly memorable moments among those 18, and some even more so that ended just short of the podium. U.S. first, China second, Russia with a strong third place showing. And of course, Great Britain, great work at home, 29 gold medals. Up next, Sochi 2014. Can't wait. Well, before today, only 4 golfers in PGA Tour history were able to win 2 major championships by the age of 23. Rory McIlroy can now add his name to that list, and in convincing fashion. Ian Poulter was the man on fire early in the day. He was out early, and he birdied his first 5 holes, 6 of his first 7. He was 1 shot back at one point. He did cool off to a 67, -4 for the tournament, and tied for third. McIlroy, he was in control all day. Even when he got into trouble, he got himself out. This beside the green or underneath the green at 12 on 2. He would make birdie from there, -8. Tiger Woods, not really a factor. He birdied 2 on the front, bogeyed 2 on the back to an even par 72. Tied for 11th. Back to McIlroy out of the sand on 10, just inches from the cup, stops it short. He taps that in to stay at 10 under par. Then on 16 for birdie. He's good there for a minus 12 7-stroke lead, running away with a PGA championship. And on 18 with a huge lead, he could just roll this one close and tap it in, but not the way he was putting today. He rolls it in. And Rory McIlroy goes on to win the PGA Championship by 8 strokes, the same amount he won the U.S. Open. And the 94th PGA champion is just 23 years old, his second career major, the youngest player to win his second major since Seve Ballesteros, and he returns to the #1 world ranking. Well, not an easy start to the season for the Calgary Colts. Week 1, it was against the 2-time Canadian champs, the Saskatoon Hilltops. First quarter action, Derek Cooper, the quarterback, calls his own number, scoots down inside the 5-yard line. From there, it sets up Chuks Okafor. He goes up and over the pile, in for the score, 7-0 lead for the Colts. Second quarter, Calgary marches down the field, and it's Cooper finding Matt Lamoureux just inside the goal line. Calgary out in front 14-0, but the Hilltops, they fire back and get a little crafty here. Jared Anderchuk with a bomb downfield on the flea flicker. Not bad work. That's Kyle McGinnis hauling it in down to the 5-yard line. From there, it's Tom Shockey, the big running back. He takes over and he finally punches it in. The Hilltops right back in this football game. Skip ahead now to the fourth quarter, 29-23 Colts. Matt Karpenka finds McGinnis again. He's ruled down at the 1-yard line, but once again, they've got that big back. His name is Tom Shockey, and he would once again score from in close. And this time, Saskatoon has the lead, 30-29. But in the dying seconds of the game, Marshall Broom with a chance to win the game from over 40 yards out. He nails it. And that's a winner. Game winner. Marshall Broom, 32-20. Colts over the Hilltops. Well, the Calgary Canoe Club is an extremely busy place over the next week. Our city hosting the World Outrigger Canoe Sprint Championships. Today, day number 2 on the water. So far, Hawaii leading the medal count with 21, 9 golds, followed by New Zealand, who has 15, and then Canada, who has 7 medals. 5 of them are gold. The event continues through till Wednesday. 70-plus races today and an action-packed day tomorrow. More than 1,200 paddlers aged from 16 over 70 and all over the world. They are here from Australia included.
Just the drive of wanting to win here and do really well for ourselves and our coaches and just our country. We're doing really well. Our under-19 boys got 3rd in the V12 yesterday, and majority of our kids have gotten through to the semis for their V1 so far.
Well, tomorrow, some of Canada's best will hit the water out at the lakes of Caston Stone for day 1 of the Canadian Water Ski Championship. That's where you'll see some quality athletes. And just to show you how impressive they really are, I attempted a little water skiing myself.
There's like about 95% chance you're going to do this perfectly, but there is a chance you can get hurt. So as long as you know that.
So that's a 5% chance I'll get hurt?
Well, I don't know the percentages, but
okay.
I've never seen somebody get hurt, but lots of people get hurt doing this, just so you know.
Should I get this way?
Well, it's not the water. It's going to want to tip you back when you go on the ramp. Ready? Try and stay in this position. Don't let yourself go back. Ready? You let back a little bit at the end. Okay, so remember when you land, it's like...
Sideways in.
Not so bad.
Yeah,
if I can keep my skis straight, then I think I'll be all right.
And a quick update on the hail, it has made it through the cast.
It has made, and you know, I know that you went outside and you tried to be our hero today to save
the vehicles.
Our cars.
Yeah.
And next time I'm gonna give you this.
Thank you.
So that you don't have any damage to yourself.
Appreciate that.
Thanks, Park.
So nice of you.
Hey, some animals in China are smoking hot this summer. The temperatures are soaring. We'll show you how they're cooling off next.
This program is brought to you by RE/MAX. For all the things that move you, RE/MAX can help. RE/MAX, Canada's most productive agents.
Tons of caramel, loads of fudge, and piles of peanuts, all covered in a chocolatey coating. O. Henry, the colossal combination.
Hi, I'm Pete the Plumber. Come on down to the showroom. We're going to flush some golf balls down the most powerful toilets you've ever seen. While you're down here, let me introduce you to the Toto Double Cyclonic Flushing with soft close seat and the Kohler Wellworth with 1,000 grams of waste removal. Dino, the toilet dog, what are you doing in there? Now it's your turn to come on down and flush some golf balls. Where's Dino?
Pete the Plumber, now offering Air Miles Reward Miles.
Shopping for glasses at Pearl Vision is easy peasy lemon squeezy. Easy as pie, piece of cake, easier than grapes.
That's not an expression.
You never heard that? I've definitely heard that.
Get quality frames and premium lenses for one great price. Hurry into Pearl Vision for a special offer that ends soon.
We're having a baby. We're ready. She can play soccer. I'll coach. She'll love university. Maybe she'll be a doctor.
Ready?
Life adds up.
Yeah.
Your finances should too. Visit CIBC today for free financial advice and achieve what matters to you.
Okay, folks, I'm going to do the Pepsi Ultimate Taste Challenge to show my unbridled love for Coca-Cola! That one! That one! That one!
You'd be surprised who prefers the taste of Pepsi.
It's really good.
Take the Ultimate Taste Challenge and see why more Canadians prefer the taste of Pepsi.
So what's the best way for a polar bear to beat the heat on a sizzling day? How about some ice-cold watermelon? That's what they tried at this zoo in China, where the temperatures have been soaring as of late. And it looks like the polar bear, in fact, enjoyed the treat, as well as a big chunk of ice that zookeepers dropped in his enclosures. The tigers also appear to enjoy their shower. And elephants, well, if they have some water, it could seem they can just give themselves a shower themselves.
Or maybe just move to Calgary.
Yeah, and wait for a hailstorm.
Yeah, in the middle of summer.
That hail hat kind of suits you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm really proud to wear it.
Weather chaser.
Yeah, I feel like I defended the whole team.
You did. Thanks for watching.
Have a good night.
Good night.
You're watching Global, part of Shaw.
You've heard the saying that a picture's worth 1,000 words? Well, we have one woman who believes that this painting of Wolf's Death is worth a lot more than that, because one of the people in it just might be her ancestor.
And a gravestone in a garden, finding a little girl named Dorothy more than a century after her death. Also, breaking the silence, Barbara Anderson's quest to solve a mysterious disappearance. All on Ancestors in the Attic. You got any secrets in your family tree? Were your ancestors sinners or saints? Were they royals or rogues? Let's dig up some dirt. Let's dig into your family history and discover the ancestors in your attic. Hello, welcome to Ancestors in the Attic. Squeaky, the cards. Thank you. Whoa.